Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are creating this very fun spring-like pink purpley smoky eye. So if you want to learn how to create this look, please just stay tuned. We're starting out by priming my face using the Benefit's Porefessional, and I'm just placing that on my cheeks, on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin, and I'm just dabbing that into my skin to minimize the appearance of pores. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and this is in the color R230. And I just give the bottle a little shake before I get a couple of pumps into my hands, and I place that dot all over my face, and then I use a beauty blender to blend that into my skin. And I have to say, I really do feel that this Makeup Forever foundation works better with the beauty sponge from H&M than with the original beauty blender. I feel that the original beauty blender kind of sucks up too much product, and in that way I do prefer the H&M beauty sponge that I normally use. And I'm just pushing the product into my skin, and then to set my foundation I am going to go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent setting powder, and I'm just dusting that all over, particularly the parts of my face where I usually crease up, like around my mouth, on my forehead, etc. Then for brows, I am going to use my Benefit Cosmetics Ka-Brow, and this is in the color number 3. This is a cream gel brow color with a brush. As you can see, the brush is kind of in the lid. And while I do like the color and the consistency of the product itself, I have to say I'm not in love with this brush. I feel that it has insane product buildup in the brush. So I have to clean the brush like at least between each brow. And I feel that is too often. I feel that I should be able to complete 2 brows without having to clean the brush in between. But otherwise, this is a fine product. The color is right for me. The consistency is easy to work with, and I will definitely use this up before going into or buying a new product. So yeah, I do like it. I just don't like the brush all that much. And then with one brow done, I did the other one off camera, so here it is magically. And I'm going to set my brush. No, I'm not going to set my brows. I'm just brushing them upwards before I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer. And I'm using the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And I'm just taking a little dot of that, and I'm just sliding that onto my eyelids and up towards the brows. And for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the Too Faced Sugar Pop. And the first color I'm going in with is in the color Rock Candy, and I'm just dusting that on the brow bone just to make everything easier to blend. Next color I'm going in with is the Strawberry Ice. And I'm placing that as a transition color in the crease. So as you can see, I am using windshield wiper circular motions, and I'm also placing this all over the lid just as a base for the rest of the colors that I will be using. Next, I am going to go in with the color Blackberry, and I'm using this all over my crease on a fluffy brush, and I'm using windshield wiper motions, some circular motions to place that on in my crease and create some dimension on my lid. And I'm doing the same on both eyes, obviously. And once we are done with this color, we are going to go in with a color from MAC, just because I felt it went very well with the colors in the Sugar Pop palette. And so this color is the MAC Cranberry Frost eyeshadow. This is a single, and you can see it coming up right here. And I'm using this too on a fluffy brush, and I'm placing that in the outer corner of the eye. And I'm just working the color in and on the outer corner all the way up to the crease and a little bit like into the crease. I'm just blending, 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 building the color up gradually. And then I'm going in with a pencil brush, and I'm using still the same color, and I'm using this on the inner corner of the eye. It's still the same color from MAC, the Cranberry Frost. This is a beautiful cranberry color with a bit of a sheen to it, like a little bit of shimmer. And it looks stunning on the eyes, I think. I love this color. It's one of my favorite colors. And then I'm going in with a flat brush and the color Bubblegum from the Sugar Pop palette. And I'm placing this on the center of my lid. This too has like a sheen or like a sparkle, like a little bit of, not glitter, but like a little sparkle to it. So it really does light up the eye. Then going in with the color Blackberry, and I'm just placing that in the crease again, working it in just to smooth out all the transitions, making everything nice and smooth. We're just blending that in. Then going back in with the Cranberry Frost on the inner corner of the eye, just deepening up the color right there. And then for concealer, I was trying something new. I was trying the Bye Bye Under Eye Illuminator from IT Cosmetics, and this promises to be full coverage and anti-aging, waterproof. Yeah, that was it. And this is in the color medium. And you can see how that looks, like the color, how it looks to me right there. I'm sure this is a good concealer for some people, but for me, I felt that it was too dry. It was too drying. It did crease up. It was too thick, like a consistency to really work with for me. So I have to admit I was not a fan. Maybe I did something wrong when I was applying it, or maybe I did something wrong like when I was setting it, but like for me, it just didn't work. But the color itself was nice. So, you know, if you like this kind of concealer, then sure, give it a go. And you can see I tried it both with a foundation brush and the Beauty Blender just to see if that would make it work better, but no. And then I used my under eye brightening powder from Laura Mercier to set the concealer, and I always do this, so I don't feel that was where the problem, like, I don't feel that was a problem. And then for my under eye, I'm going in with the color Bubblegum from the Sugar Pop palette and a pencil brush, and I am dusting that all over the under eye. And then I'm going in with the Cranberry Frost. This is a MAC color, and I'm brushing that on the inner corner and the outer corner of the lower lash line. Before I move on to the color Blackberry from the color Pop, and I am just placing that in there too, just on the outer corner to deepen up the color. Then I'm taking a Sephora blending brush and I am just blending everything out, making sure there are no harsh lines and all the transitions are smooth and nice. And then for mascara, I am going to use my Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash, and I'm placing that on my lashes in my usual way. having some upward strokes, downward strokes, and then again upward strokes. And I feel that this is a really beautiful mascara. It looks very natural on the eye, but it gives you beautiful long full lashes that just look like you were born with them. And I'm using this mascara both on my upper and on my bottom lashes. And then for bronzer, I am going to use my Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer, and I'm dusting that into the hollow of my cheek, or like right above the hollow of my cheek. And if you have trouble finding like the hollow of your cheek, you can always make like this, you know, the famous fish face to make it more visible to yourself. And then for blush, I am going in with the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop in the color 14 Heather Pop. That's a lot of pop. And I'm just dusting that onto my cheekbones very quickly. And I forgot to bronze my like the forehead, like where my hairline isn't entirely straight, so I had to do that afterwards. And then for highlighter, I am using my Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder. This is an all-time favorite of mine, and this is in the color Highlight number 1. And I'm using this on the tip of my nose, on my chin, on my upper lip, on the top of my cheekbones, and also like a little bit on the brow bone. I absolutely love this highlighter. It is stunning. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I cannot recommend it enough. And I'm just going over with a beauty blender just to make sure everything melts into the skin. And then to line my lip, I'm using the NYX lip liner in the color SPL 860 Peekaboo Neutral. And I'm starting from the center of my lips, working my way outwards to the corners. And then I'm also coloring in parts of my lips. And then for my lip gloss, I am going to use one of the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear lipsticks, and this is in the color Chihuahua. And this is a brand new one, so this was the first time I tried that particular color on. It turned out to be just the way I wanted it to be, so that was good. And I am just placing that on my lips. I'm using the applicator on the tube, and you just squeeze the product out. And it goes on nicely and smoothly. Then to set all of this, I am using my vitamin E mist from the Body Shop, and I just spritz that onto my face. I love this. It feels so refreshing, and especially in the winter when you have drier skin, this is just perfect. So that's it for this look. I hope you enjoy this smoky purple pinkish look. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or feedback, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. My username is Superguri. Thank you for watching. I love you, and until next time, bye!